welcome back to another edition of Talk Back with Dr. Shack. This show is designed for you to get to know a little bit more about the pastor of this great church, Greater New Liberty Church here in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Eileen Collier, one of the disciples here, and here's the visionary, the man, Dr. Daryl Keith Shack.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
All right, we've been getting some good feedback.
Good.
From the show, and people have been stopping me, wanting me to get some questions to you.
Okay.
So I got a list of them.
All right. Let's
but
do it.
one of them was piggybacking on one of the other questions that we talked about, and how you said that we have a parenting problem and not a kid problem. And she wants to know why you say that. Can you give an example of something that you would say that a parenting and not a kid problem?
Yeah, I believe that all institutions, and parenting is a part of institution of the family, right? And I believe that all institutions are only as strong as their foundation. So the skeletal foundation of the family and when raising kids is the parents. And so children have always been mischievous. In some way or another, we've always gotten into things we should not have gotten into, and so far and so on. But what kept us from going too far out of hand was our parents.
Right.
We had parents who had rules and values and morals and so far and so on, and a different kind of love for God. And so, you know, we had parents that raised us where you were going to church whether you like it or not. Absolutely. You were going to serve the Lord whether you like it or not. You were going to do something in church whether you like it or not. Well, that just gave us a different kind of foundation. And some things we would not do just because we didn't want to displease our parents. We didn't want to, sometimes it was out of fear of our parents. But that foundation of a covering is something that kept us in line. Well, nowadays, I think that you have a different kind of parent. And working in the schools, and be firsthand, seeing this firsthand, where you see the parents who come to school with pajamas on and come to school with their, you work in the school, so yeah. you see it as well. Parents who come to school and automatically cussing out the teachers and the principals and the so far and so on. So if that's the behavior of the adult, what are we expecting from, you think, we just had an incident happen here in Memphis where a police officer is shot.
Right.
So what I've been told is that when they get to the parents' house, there are 4 other stolen cars in the backyard. Okay, I don't know the parents. I'm not judging anyone, so far and so on. But back in our day, you couldn't bring home a shirt that wasn't yours.
Right.
Your mother, father knew that if they didn't purchase that, my children couldn't bring anything in my house that I didn't purchase.
And the thing about it, you checked.
Oh, yes.
To see what they had.
Yes. So again, those things were parental foundations. The parents set a foundation of rules and values and so far and so on. You're going to be in the house at this time. No, you can't go over their house. Why? Because I don't know nothing about those people. That's what our parents would say. So now, children go where they want to go. They do what they want to do. They come in when they want to come in. They bring whatever they want to bring. They have money with no jobs and so far and so on. So yeah, that's my opinion, is that we don't have a children problem. We have a parenting.
And I see a lot of parents, well, because I'm in the elementary stage, but the parents are asking the kids if they want to do something or if they want to go somewhere, and they take the children's word, and that didn't happen.
No, we say all the time parents desire to be their friends and so far and so on. I think I have a wonderful relationship with my children, all of them. But I've never been interested in being their friend. They should have a right to have their own friends and do. All my kids are grown now, but even my grandbabies the same. I'm not interested in being your friend. My role in your life is far greater than a friend. So do your friend stuff, but it don't trump your daddy.
See there.
Yeah.
Well, since we're talking about family, I know you have shared a lot about your childhood with the congregation during your sermons. But tell some of our viewers who are not that familiar with you, where did you grow up and how? What was the conditions of how you grew up to set your foundation?
So I grew up in a single parent's home. My mom raised me and my brother, God and her. And my dad disappeared when I was about 5. And didn't hear from him, never seen him again. And so it was tough. I've struggled for many years with trying to understand how, because of the way I love my children, I've never understood what about me didn't make my daddy check on me or come see me or so forth and so on. And I'm full-grown, mature man now. But those things hunted me for a long time. It made it difficult for me to feel loved because I couldn't understand how a man could leave you, not be in your life like that as his own flesh and blood. But my mom, God bless my mom, who's doing tremendously well right now. But she did whatever it took to make 2 boys who were both active in sports and so forth and so on. No vehicle in our home. We rode the bus because we were poor. We were poor and didn't know we were poor. But thank God I had a praying mama and a mama who loved God. And we went to church on the bus. Even when it was snowing outside, there were no excuses for missing buses or missing church, and wherever we needed to go. A fond memory, I remember when I was about 10, my mama used to send me downtown to pay the light bill. And I would ride the bus, go downtown, get off the bus, go in, pay the light bill, get back on the bus and ride back.
10 years old.
10 years old. And she would be so proud that I was able to do that. And I was so proud. I started working at 10. I started throwing, my first job was at 10 years old, throwing newspapers.
Throwing newspapers?
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. So
rode on your bike through the neighborhood.
Rode on my bike through the neighborhood, throwing newspapers. I grew up in Chazita Gardens. It's called Hillview now. And threw papers in Chazita Gardens and down the street at houses, and then the other way back down Airways in Skylane Apartments back in the day. Those who come from back in the day know what Skylane is.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit.
Okay. But y'all had fun growing up, and I think that's the thing about all of us that grew up poor. We didn't know we were poor. Did not. Because it was just the norm. Yeah, everybody we knew was in the same situation.
Yes, yes. But we had a lot of fun. We made things happen with what we had.
We used our imagination.
Yeah. If you had skates and I didn't, you just had one, you give me one, we just
link arms and skate.
And skate. You know, we pulled each other on bikes and so far and so on. We slid down the hill on cardboard boxes.
King of the hill.
Yeah, we made fun with out of what we had to work with.
Well, we're going to cut it off right here. Because we've learned quite a bit
it's been intense.
About you today. Yes. So listen, if you have any questions that you would like for me to ask Pastor Shaq, click the link below. Leave it in the comments under the Facebook page, under our YouTube channel, and we got you.
Thank you all for watching. We appreciate it. Look forward to hearing from you.
Have a good one, y'all. Till next time.